Hello Frenzy, my name is Kate Shark and welcome to NORCO. So this is a game sort of set in a futuristic New Orleans type of town. Well, not outskirts of New Orleans, should I say. I think it's a bit of a mystery. I'm not going to waste too much time talking about it. We'll just go ahead and dive into a new game. S.H.I.E.L.D. hid the stars behind halogen and flame projected onto the sky every night. There was no such thing as silence. The noise never went away. The refinery exhaled an endless sigh. You could never sleep, it was so loud. I'll go with that. You often dreamed that the towers were cathedrals. The swamps listened when you spoke. That the birds became radiant spheres while circling NORCO's sky. You spent your adolescence sleepwalking between little devastating rituals. Though Blake pleaded, you decided to leave. I knew he'd get over it. He never did. You caught out on a grainier to Chicago and onward to the West Coast, thinking you'd never return. You wandered through the overlit suburbs of the vast American limbo. Thumbing down 99, you saw an old man crouched in a roadside ditch. He was mouthing your name. He had a familiar gaze. When he was gone when you wiped the sleep from your eyes. You spoke to Blake, learning of your mother's declining health, her insomnia, her erratic behavior. You ignored the urgency in your brother's voice. You headed east. You threw your phone into the Rio Grande and joined the armies of the Mesa. For months, you were in the company of fugitives, sleeping in nuclear tunnels, repairing engines and weaponry. The war was a meme that set Albuquerque on fire. You escaped while the foot soldiers of a Papa Wanta bloodied the parched land. While hiding in a freightliner, prayed. You held the cross around your neck and vowed to pray to God. You called home from a landline in a motel somewhere beyond Texas. You knew from Blake's hello that your mother was already dead. You hung up, shouldered your bag, returned to the highway. 5 years had passed. You made your way back home. Awkward. You awake from a delirious dream to find yourself in your childhood bedroom. Monkey watches you from the corner. Among the books on the shelf is some volume called Crisis LARPing. Yeah, we'll read it. I'm not going to read that out loud because it's going to take a second. I'll let you guys pause to read what you can. Okay. You assume Million has been keeping the plants alive. Flyer from a show your friend put on a few weeks before you left town. A fight broke out while one of the opening bands played. Got whipped in the face with a bike chain. You still have a scar above your left eye. After the show, you and Blake walked the river back to NORCO. You watched the sunrise over the grain elevators. Interesting. Sticker from grade school, half peeled from the window. Cool January air spills through the open window. Commuter traffic glints along Apple Street as a pair of wrens weave out of the overgrown lot next door. Am I missing anything? Laptop your Parian gifted you idles on a shoddy particle board desk. The screen illuminates. You notice that the signal in the house is dead. No internet. Looks like Blake was using the computer at some point. He left a browser tab open. What is all this? It's a wasteland. Quack job. Quack job and quack coin. And Kenner, you can't trade that coin. Huh. Monkey, your best friend, childhood gift. You spoke with him often when things got difficult, but then you left. He sat here for 5 years collecting dust. 5 years, his eyes fill with anger as he challenges you to return his gaze. Okay. Let's see. You successfully met Monkey's gaze with cool assurance. However, his expression is unchanged. You stare more intensely. Rings. Circles will appear over Monkey's eyes. An outer ring will shrink to the perimeter of the circle. Click the circle. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Ah! Fuck. I got 2. There we go. Your melts from Monkey's face. Take him. He's my friend. Let's make up for lost time. Oh. Let's see. Memories of sleepless nights. Your mom sitting here staring through the window. There was a tension in her demeanor as if you were interrupting some urgent and obligatory task. You continued to the kitchen when the words exchanged. I thought she hated me. She was thinking about Blue. She barely knew you were there. Letter from Shield Oil sits atop a stack of mail. Dear neighbor, please be advised. Excuse me, there will be elevated flaring at the site of our number 5 stack near Good Hope on the evening of Thursday, March 19th. This will pose no health risk to residents. If you have any questions or concerns, please contact the Shield NORCO Office of Community Engagement. Meaning, we're going to do it whether you like it or not. Let's look at the photo album. We got pages of disposable photographs. Your grandfather, a peculiar look on his face, impossible to read. Your mom staring at Blake through obscure lighting. He's dressed as a vampire, tugging at someone's waist, pleated khaki shorts. Alright, I want that. Photo labeled Duck. A scene of a barbecue on the lakefront. The man at the center points playfully at the camera. His face is obscured. Turn the page and there's Blue, your father. Though you never thought of him that way. An easy smile on his face, a canister of dip shoved into his front pocket. He set the book aside. Feel your mom holding Blake as a baby on a beach in Pensacola, Florida. It's winter. You stand beside them, bundled up and laughing as a gust of wind rakes the beach. The sky is bone white. Weird. I'm just gonna scroll through these real fast. Because I don't know if that's... but maybe that'll help later on. Okay. I'm offering to take it to the curb. Is there anything on it? What of your mother's memories flash before you? Mother's memories? What is that? That's weird. Crazy. Mom's unfolded laundry. Bedroom, kitchen, front yard. Let's go to the kitchen. What's this? Your mom's painkillers are spilled across the counter. Nothing on the fridge there. What's this? You're always frightened by the laundry room. What's this? Discovered so many dead cockroaches in this microwave over the years that's discouraged you from using it. For several months, a dead baby roach was stuck between the clock's display and protective screen, blocking the hour. Blake finally shook the microwave aggressively enough that the roach fell into the guts of the machine. Gross. What's this? Oh, I did not mean to do that. Hold on. There's one more thing I needed to look at. There used to be much more clutter up here. You imagine your mom gave it away as the end approached. Huh. And there's nothing, so let's go back downstairs. So then we'll go outside. Was your grandfather's, you remember writing in his lap while he let you steer the dead wasp collection. The dead wasp that collected behind the seat, the smell of grease, whiskey, and nicotine. You and Blake would drive the truck into New Orleans on the weekends. No AC, windows down. The rattling chassis was deafening, going 75 on I-10. Million has been slowly repairing the vehicle since your mom's death. Oh, thanks, Million. What's this? Disintegrating crab net. Blue taught your mom how to make these, and your mom taught you. In the summers, you'd bike to the suction before sunrise, tie chicken necks to a net, submerge it, and nurse your coffee while waiting for a bite. Huh. An old disused motorcycle with extensive rest and wear. Wait. Your mom kept all her gear in a plastic container strapped behind the cab of the truck. Boots, waders, flashlights, tackle, first aid kit, etc. Come back and talk to the robot here in a sec. What's this? Oh, no. A kitty. Your mom fed the neighborhood strays and must be hungry since she passed. Oh. Your grandfather's statue of the Virgin Mary sits in the shadows along the crawl space of the house. Creepy. You observe the weathered concrete and flaking paint of the statue. Going to recite the prayer that you whispered hundreds of times as a child. Oh God, Hail Mary, full of... Here comes Catholic. Hello. Grace. The Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women. And blessed is the fruit of thy womb. No, it's usually Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners. Now and at the hour of our death. Amen. Take an extra moment of silence, kneeling for the statue more closely. Face is especially deteriorated, framed by the system of cracks. You run your hands along the deteriorated contours of the statue. Oh, lovely. Snaps off as if by design. Behind the statue's face hides an old assemblage of electronics carelessly soldered together. At the center of the electronic configuration is what appears to be a card reader. Behind the statue's face... Oh, it's just that. So, I don't have anything, I don't think. Let's go talk to... Million sits in her characteristic slouch, lost in thought. Her carapace was taken on the rusted, weather-worn quality of the rest of the machinery of the yard. You recall the night your mom showed up with her. You and Blake stayed up past dawn, poring over pirated API docs. Her ragdoll mask was slumped on the floor as you wrote the routing procedure. You wonder if such memories hide behind her constellation of eyes. The robot regarded you casually. Let's talk to him. Okay, you're awake. Catherine used to say their firing gave you restless sleep. Your return home must have been quite exhausting. In any case, I'm certain I was no help. She gestures towards the motorcycle at the edge of the carport. I was turning over the engine on that bike to test the coils. It was quite noisy, but they're all good shape now. All I need is a fuse, and we can use it to get around while I finish repairing the truck. I heard the phone ringing inside. I had my hands full. Were you expecting a call? Many people have been calling since Catherine died. Your brother is usually the one to answer the phone, but I don't know where he went off to. Wonder where he could be. Likely at the bar or bookstore if I had to guess. Why would so many people be calling? Your mother left behind a lot of loose ends. From what little I know, I gather she was conducting research for a client in Fat City. I sense that people would like to acquire that data. I am unaware of where she's hidden it. Perhaps Blake knows its whereabouts. Who's this client? Haven't a clue. She always kept strange company. An occupational hazard, I suppose. Who exactly want to see the data? Your mother spent her entire life researching this town. She knew histories that others have forgotten. History has a lot of value in this place. Anyway, where can I get the fuse? Gas station just up the road has them, but you have to persuade Troy to let you in. That's all. Okay. So... I guess we'll go over to... Hold on. Don't want to go to the refinery. Oh. Snowball stand is closed for the winter. Snowballs, they're pretty good. Purdue private investigators, we snoop for you. Okay. Lights are on. Turtle, he crawled out of the trash can. Don't touch him, see? He's dirty. No, he's not. Turtles are always clean. They live in water. Trash water's not clean. Let's go. Just let me stare a little while. He's cute. Oh yeah, there's a snowball thing right there. Can we go in? Knock, no answer. Okay, so nothing there. What's over here? Floodgate Tavern. Many shield workers gather after their shift is closed. Should be open later in the evening. Okay. So that's home. Dimes discount. What's over here? Film crews set up along River Road. Several floodlights illuminate a gruesome murder scene. Two men stand pensively above a corpse. Move along. Because they're filming, I don't want to bother them. So many evenings spent watching traffic pass by the gas station, little has changed. The neighbor's business still sits abandoned. The surrounding streets are quiet and empty. Well, well, well. Look who's back. Ooh. What happened? Carnival forget you beside the road? Why does he look like Daryl from Trailer Trash Tammy? And you even brought your little doll. That's cute. Wow, Troy, you look like shit. Not even gonna start with you. How come the rest of your family's so chill, but you so uptight? My mom just died, thanks. You're not that stupid, are you, Catherine? She too vulnerable. They never let her die. If anything, she's probably vacationing on a hard drive somewhere. Get lost. You don't get it, do you? Luckily you got somebody like me to break things down for your dim-witted ass. Your mom was excavating all along the rim of the lake. She used to pay me to help from time to time, matter of fact. She needs somebody smart. Somebody vigilant. Somebody like me. Especially with S.H.I.E.L.D. snooping around. I seen some wild shit out in the swamps with Catherine. What kind of shit? I won't bother telling you about it. Might hurt your brain. Anyhow, this ain't story time. Not letting you in this gas station. Goddamn company that runs this dump did me dirty. They swapped me with an ATM machine for speaking truth. Ain't letting nobody through until I get an apology, very least. You clearly deserved it. Go huff some glue. If you really want to get through, go get me some of them pills your brother was selling. That might persuade me. Yeah, I'm gonna kick your ass. But get wrecked. Alright, let's see here. Hiya. Disty bags of dog food on the shelf. He's just knocked out cold out there. Let's see what we got here. Protein bars, bubblegum, breath mints, taffy, etc. Fuses. Hang on the shelf. Okie dokie. You grab a fuse. I detect that you have merchandise in your possession. You must remove any unpurchased items from your backpack and scan them in order to exit the store. Okay, so we'll take that. Scan the fuse. Thank you for your purchase. Awesome. I wonder if this place ever started checking IDs during high school. Friends in the city would drive all this way just to get booze. And I could stock cigarettes. Well, I probably do now if it's like an automated service. What the fuck is that? Oh shit, where the fuck are we? It's like never-ending story out here. I had no fucking clue. Okay, what's this? Man sits on a pile of flotsam, his head buried in the canvas jack against the sharp air. Stupid horse. The man's gaze stays fixed in the opposite bank of the river, never turning to you nor the horse. Yeah? He spits in the dirt at his feet. You know what all they dump in that water? Hell of a cocktail. Spits again, wiping a string. Ugh. What you out here for anyhow? Ain't you heard they got a criminal on the loose? Bringing the law around here, making things harder for the rest of us? Best be sharp, young one. Okay. 2x4 cross, plywood plaque, cairns of pulverized concrete. Sprayed haphazardly onto the plywood is a remembrance. Here past the brave freedom fighters of January, whose cries of liberty echo through the generations. In much smaller lettering, if different hands scratched fake across the bottom of the plaque. Okay. Lone horse drinks from the stagnant water pooled along the riverbank. Oh. Don't drink that. Do I have anything? Oh, just a fuse. Batour Apple Street. So I guess we'll head home. Go in the backyard here. Here you go. You got the fuse. Good. We'll be able to use the bike to get around town until I'm done with the truck. Concerns me that Blake still hasn't returned. He's been spending a lot of time at Sarpy Paperbacks lately. Perhaps we should look for him there. Let's go. The sky bleeds a color you knew as a child. Airline highway passes beneath your feet. Millionaires join your party. Interact with party members by clicking their portraits in the party menu. If you're stuck, they may be able to help. The bike runs much better now. You can use it to get around during your visit. What's it been like around town? Shield has been expanding since you left. Catherine took your grandfather's boat into the lake to investigate reports of construction in the swamps along the shoreline. She assumed it to be unpermitted Shield activity. She was unable to find any evidence of it. However, it was clear that she found something during that investigation. I don't know. Perhaps she do? She didn't mention it. In any event, something drew her to the lake in the moments before her death. How have you been? Always the same. Always the same. Is that bad or good? Whichever you prefer. Fair enough. How has Blake been? The year that you left, Blake became uncontrollable. His behavior troubled Catherine deeply. He was beginning to remind her of your grandfather. After he was expelled from Destrahan, he began running drugs into the parish. He made himself many enemies. Put those things behind him after her illness, but now that she's gone, I'm uncertain what to expect. This place can ruin people. I want to apologize for leaving. No one is asking you to, Kay. It's fair. Or could Blake be? He spends much of his time at Server Payment. We should check there. Dismiss. Okay, hold on. I want to see something. What happens if... Oh. Shield is an oil refinery. Shield Gulf South is a regional subsidiary of Transitional Oil. It holds a large share of leases in the Gulf of Mexico and refines crude oil right here in NORCO. The chemical annex sits on the other side of town from the refinery. It produces the feedstock for plastic consumer products. Shield owns half the town. Shield. An old friend of your mom's. The memory of him is scattered and vague. Your mom was investigating reports of construction in the lake. She found no evidence of it, nor who might be behind it. Your mom was conducting research in the lake. Okay. Well, there she saw something, but what? Your mom died. The cancer metastasized. It was in her liver, then her lungs, then it was in her brain. Ooh. She was on chemo, never finished her third course. The hospice on Jefferson Highway, Blake said the traffic shook the building. He left before she drew her last breath, alone with the morphine drip and the rattling glass. That's how Catherine died. Your mom. For who? For a client in Fat City. Your mom. Okay. Million was a security android. She guarded the perimeter of the aluminum refinery in Gramercy. One day she ran away. Why? Don't know. Oh shit. Let's get her again. Was a fugitive. Once a fugitive, now just a relic. She spends hours in stasis beneath the house, unlike any discarded thing would. Was what? No. Million. Okay. Just a thought. Troy knows your family. He was buying pills from Blake and occasionally helping your mom with her research. He says she was conducting research in the lake. Okay. Your brother is oblivious. Grimwood said she didn't expect much from Blake. She said he was short-tempered, oblivious, and couldn't focus. And Blake was sitting in the chair across from her, staring down at a tablet. After she left the room, he asked him how he felt. I feel fine, he said. Why? Because of what Gran said. He responded. He looked confused. What'd she say? Your brother is a lot. Younger, reckless, gets in trouble, spends sleepless nights scrolling. Edgelord, sensitive, compassionate, foolish, can't take criticism, always needs money, tries to help those he loves, but often makes things worse. What else? Always seeking validation, was terrified of you leaving, I was terrified of you dying. When I think of him, I just feel guilt. No love or anything like it. Huh. Brother. Who's this? You, Blake, your brother. Oh, dismiss. It's a vague memory. Don't remember Blue. The only things left behind: photographs, clone tools, the name your mother kept. Even the pictures that have survived are too faded to make out. Don't remember Blue. Oh, crap. Your grandfather, Peter, Pops Pierre Melancon? He passed away when you were a teenager. Seemed to court controversy, though as a child you never understood why. Huh. Did I pick that? Oh, that's... Who's this? Your mom was conducting Fat City, that's all you know. Okay. Mom saw something in the lake. Huh. Okay, so where are we going? Dimes Discount, Floodgate Tavern, we've been there. That's the refinery. That's the river. Stucky Pipple with piercing green eyes watches the horizon with a neutral demeanor. Two teenagers nod and gesture, excelling between topics. Where this dog come from, bruh? Don't know, he's been staying here for a while. Have you seen her eyes? Them eyes are something, bruh. It's a dog. Reach down to pet the dog, she shows her teeth and growls softly. My bad. Young man leans against the station wagon while scrolling idly on his phone, his silhouette darkened by the fluorescent glare of the payday lender's sign. Started doing this rideshare thing a few weeks ago. Kinda hate it. Why? Pays like shit. Spending hours a day making small talk is melting my brain. Nearly broke an axle driving over a pothole in Hollygrove. This is my grandpa's car. If I trash it, he'll kill me. Do you have anyone interesting? There's all types around here. Some guy drove out to the middle of the swamp. It was like 2 in the morning. Asked me to wait. Got out, took off his clothes, jumped in the bayou. Came back up a minute later with a bag, tailed off, and got back in. Found that to be pretty fucking weird. I don't know. And a while back, I drove some lady out to the medical district. She was an odd one. Seemed kind of sick. Asked me all kinds of questions. Do I ever pick up random signals on the radio? Weird shit like that. Huh. That is weird. There's just all types. Probably gonna try to get an invite to this quack app people have been talking about. Anything's gotta be better than this. Your mom used to come here to dig through stacks among heaps of used romance novels, westerns, and always managed to find some occult artifact. The owner is also the landlord. You imagine that's the only way he manages to keep a place like this running. Over the years, they've experimented with other revenue-generating schemes. You could get your phone repaired here. They tried selling vape cartridges, then kratom. the anime wall scrolls, LSU yard ornaments after that. You remember seeing online ad that they were trying to do some kind of acupuncture thing. In the end, the schemes always fail out, and only the paperbacks remain. A kitty! You wonder how anyone can read in a dim and cluttered bookshop, excuse me. Your eyes adjust and you see Blake's childhood friend Erica waiting behind the counter to greet you. Okay. And Million, when'd you get back into town? I've been in NORCO for quite some time. Perhaps you're misremembering, Erica. Weird, I guess so. But anyhow, Kay, you're looking rugged these days, old friend. It's an intense scar above your eye. I got it before I left town. And the minute you return, you're right back in the mix, huh? Run on the street as you clean Troy's clock. That guy, my God, he's such a clown. Glad he finally got a little taste of what he deserves. Just doing my part for the community. Definitely. But enough about that troll. I was keeping up with your travels online, but I haven't seen you post in a while. I haven't been online much. I've been avoiding my phone as well. Helps that the connection's been so erratic. Been hearing people chopping down cell phone towers, tearing fiber cables out of the ground, trying to rip the internet apart. She nods into the ensuing silence. Back because of your mom, huh? Yeah. I miss the hell out of that woman. Oh yeah? It wasn't always easy between you two. I was around for some of the arguments. Blake would say she was a great person, but a terrible mom. I just hope you and your brother can find some comfort. It means a lot, thank you. I lost my dad a while back, also to cancer. He was a mean bastard, picked up my sister and threw her one time, ended up giving her a concussion. Couldn't wait for him to die, and when he did, I danced. But as the years passed, I found myself thinking about him more. It feels good to hear stories about him. It's always complicated with this shit. Never easy. I worry about your brother. Your mom's illness was taking a toll on him. Watch him slip back into some bad behaviors. You've seen Blake lately. Yeah, I saw him just yesterday. He hasn't been around the house? He has not. I said he was heading to Floodgate Tavern when I saw him. May have gotten wasted. I know Gus lets him sleep behind the bar a couple of times. Do you know you were coming, Kay? He never mentioned it. Thought I'd surprise him. I'm sure he'll be relieved to see you. He's resisting help, but he needs it. If I hear from him, I'll tell him to find you. Thank you. A kitty. So this here is the illustrious Crouton. We found him behind the dumpster out back licking cardboard. Whatever you do, don't try to pet him. He's a devil. I've got scars all over my hands from this damn cat. Oh wow, Crouton usually bites strangers. He must really like you. He's cute. Look at those sweet little face. I'm not going to try too much more, but we'll do. Let me do this real fast. Since the mind maps... Didn't it update? Oh, finish that. Where's my brother? I thought I said finish that. Your brother was headed to... He mentioned this to Erica when he dropped by Sarpy paperbacks serious evening. Your brother... Dismiss. Okay. Okay, so let's head out. I do hope Erica's correct in that Blake's absence is due to nothing more than another drunken night. My intuition leaves me with a sense of something is wrong. Do you feel it too, Kay? Does something feel strange to you? Catherine. It's very 80s feeling with that, even though it's supposed to be the future, technically. Several weeks ago. Greater New Orleans, near old versioning? What brings you here tonight? I'm on a record for my children. I don't want to leave my kids alone. They may still need me. I understand. You're referred by Mr. Richard. Duck, that's what everyone calls him. Yes, Duck. We followed his branch with some interest. Who hasn't? Together we'll be discussing this in more detail as things progress. For now, let's begin with a simple exercise. I'd like to talk about your earliest memory. It's of pine trees, yes? That's right. Tell me about them. They grew from the concrete and cracked the driveway. They made your father upset. He'd see them and frown. but he remained silent. Sit quietly in the truck, dissatisfied. I wouldn't say a word. Speaking in those moments made you a fool in his mind. Your father's house was suffocating. I couldn't wait to get out, and that's why you married Blue. Yes, to have somewhere to go. We bought our little place on Good Hope Street. The whole thing was a mistake. When I told him I didn't love him, it was my father's voice. I told him I never loved any man. Was it true? No. It was a difficult night for you. I didn't feel real. Where was Blue? He sat at the window all night. The east-facing window. Yes. When you stood over him to apologize, you saw the flare stack of the refinery in his eyes. That's right. I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. I think I'm supposed to delete all these. How was it after that? In the time before he died, we circled each other in wide orbits. I'd hide at the center of the house nursing Kay and only leave it when I heard him step out. He'd sleep on the couch or next to her crib. He'd sing her old Cajun lullabies, pet her head, whisper to her about his life. And then there was an explosion. When the cat cracker blew, they say he fell 5 stories. Went to identify his body on a Thursday night. I remember the tempo of the streetlights the police scattered across the East Bank. I carried Kay in a blanket. She never cried. Tell me about this man. I would see him from time to time around NORCO. This was many years back. But several weeks ago, Blake saw someone passing by the house. I think it was him. Why? I just do. The robot is no longer there to deter him. Million? Yes. Could be it. What was your first encounter with Million? Let me think. She came in to me in the parking lot. Kate was about 12 at the time. She knew Blue from his days at the aluminum refinery. It started for a long time. Constellation eyes. They swirled in a kind of desperation. Took her home, knowing it was another mistake. You were reckless in those days. I welcomed any trouble I could find. Huh. Was this image to you? It's... well, I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out. It's a sphere. Follow me in the lake. When? Recently, a few weeks ago. This is where Mr. Richards' branch factors into your biography. Duck's version escaped a hard fork, an extremely rare instance, and grew into some kind of monster. Began speaking to me through the radio. It told me to install an app. An app? Yes. I think it has something to do with the thing, the sphere, whatever it is. But so long as it pays, I don't care. I can use the money. The app pays? Yes. I see. Seems it's the last control point that you submitted. Would you like to include any additional thoughts or memories? Anything not included in the intake form? No, that should be enough. I will now begin disconnecting the sensors. Slight feeling of nausea and disorientation is normal and no cause for alarm. Thank you for your patience, Miss Madeir. Huh. No idea what the super duck wants from me. Better check my phone. They put me on a knot. Love you, Ma. Okay, love you. Just doing a song. Oh, it's decay. Be careful, doesn't seem safe. Call you when I can. Getting worried. Kay. Blake says he hasn't heard from you. Put me on another round of chemo. Would love to hear from you. Oh shit. Blake. Where you went, Ma? I'm out. I'm fine. Had to drop something off at your prawns. Been going well. From your sister. Yeah, she said she's okay. She didn't say. We'll call. Ma, he came back around. I'll be home soon. Calling Uncle Chip. Blue's waiting for us. Holy shit. Oh God, Jesus. Nope, what am I doing? Ma'am? Ma'am, are you okay? My eyes are just playing tricks on me, I guess. Vertigo and visual distortion are common side effects of versioning cessation. Or of a versioning session. Excuse me. Shall I contact our on-call physician? No, it's alright. Very well. Last name? It's Madeira. First name, Catherine. One moment. Your hard drive is fully synced. You've chosen our silver tier. Blah, 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 blah. There we go. Alrighty. So now what? Interstate 10. That's the clinic. Interstate Expressway. To east to west. Dismiss. Hold on. Let's see something. It says here I need to go to the Curious Duck. Where are we at? Meet contact at Curious Duck. Bridge cuts east through the Treme and the 7th Ward, like places whose stories would be forgotten. The pillars are still tell those stories beneath the interstate east above the industrial canal. The moldering strip malls, the narrowed expanse of the lake, the shrimp boats that prowl the black marble waves. East of Mississippi and the winter weeknight darkness and onward to Florida where it terminates. It's the suburbs that Catherine calls home. This is the concrete expanse that breaks clean and sharp at the St. Charles Parish line and gives way to cypress swamps. 12 crown spire above the overpass, loaded by unnatural glow that leads to NORCO. Dismiss. So, where are we going? Overpass? Yikes. Art Deco structure. They turned charity hospital into an art loft. Disgusting. This is taking forever to start. I'm starving. You been to any of these yet? No, what is it? A puppet show. They always start late. I told them I'd help load the gear, so I'm stuck over here till it's over. My stomach's going to eat itself. French Quarter. Ooh, French Quarter? What's at City Hall? Skater. Here we go. I know this place. Santa, is it? Hot dog vendor. There's always a hot dog vendor. A large plastic cart. He looks eagerly as Catherine approaches. Usually in Jackson Square is where you can find the hot dog cart. Flannel. Oh, hey, hi. He watches Catherine with a silent grin. So this is, I'm flannelless, and these, makes a grand sweeping gesture above the pot of vague meat, are my hot dogs. Would you like one? Don't know if my stomach can handle it. No, they're good for you. They're just a bit old. Boss says he won't resupply me with more until I sell the ones I have, but the more time passes, the harder they are to sell. How old are they? Business was popping, like I was doing really well, selling a lot of dogs back in whatever those numbers are. It's nearly a decade ago, yes. Anything else I can help you with? Leave. Well, can I give... Oh, I guess I can't get one. Oh, God. Santa's eyes rolled well in their deep sockets, his mouth twists into a smile. How are you, dear? Got $1 to spare? Help spread some Christmas cheer? It's my last dollar. I'm down to my last dollar. Shouldn't... No, you should give it to those less fortunate than yourself. Where's the money go? Something very benevolent, like a food bank, or yes. Yes, a food bank. Food bank, veterans, animal shelter, who cares? Just give me the dollar. It's my last one. Going back on your word, are you? Not true. Never promised you anything. You're a liar. I'm not. You're a demon. A demon? 7 points is built. Demon. This posture reflects. Open your heart. This is time for giving. Alright, well, calm down. Let's see here. And that is why Marie Laveau opened a t-shirt and camera shop on Verlo Street. I don't think cameras are really around with Marie Laveau. That's not scary at all. I paid for a ghost tour. If we're just going to walk around looking at t-shirt shops, I want my damn money back. This is a farce. What kind of tour guide are you? Well, technically I'm not one, but... Excuse me? My roommate is. Then where is he? Long story. I came all this way because the website said it'd be fun. I'm having an alright time. The city was supposed to be enchanting. Anyone trying to score Somali? Oh god. I hate New Orleans. I love it, personally. I could never live there, but I do love it. And the ghost tours are fun. Just make sure you get someone very credited, and always tip your tour guide. Tip them, tip them, tip them. How's your night, ma'am? Not great. Sorry to hear it. You wouldn't have any change to spare? Not a cent. Got nothing, I'm sorry. Figured. Okay. Alright, is this... Curious Duck. That's where I'm supposed to go. So let's head on in. I think this is right around... I played the demo of this. And this is right around the spot where it was, if I'm not mistaken. Door's locked. Well, then how the hell am I supposed to get in there? What's with the shop door? I was told to come by, but the door's locked. A curious duck. Rosie doesn't let anyone in unless they know the secret knock. What's the secret knock? I can't say, sorry. It's urgent, please. Well, I do need some business. Or I buy one of these old hot dogs. You won't regret it. Doubtful how much. Just $14. Is that a joke? Do you take wallet transfers? Cash only. Of course. Well... But if I send some business your way, then I'll show you the knock. Fine, it's a deal. Okay. Overpass. Oh, cool. This is taking forever to start. I'm starving. My stomach's going to eat itself. There are hot dogs up the street. Yeah, I'm looking to treat myself tonight. These are what you might call vintage hot dogs. They're finally aged delicacy. A bit more interesting things for this. I'll go check it out after it's done. Okay. There's a show. Okay, so I'm just gonna start. I should take a seat. Why not? We'll let it. I think it was like you saw the puppet show, and that was about it, if I remember right. Oh, that's crazy. Deep in the cypress hollow I hide. I mourn this evening. My last child has died. They hang hooks from the trees with chicken thighs. They shoot bullets in our heads behind our eyes. It is a curse that I am the last to survive. I was once captured by a fisher fool who called me his own. He walked me like a dog along the sinking streets. He fed me strange plants and deli meats. He even covered me with blankets when I went to sleep. I left on the night of a monstrous flood. The fool has not rested a single night since. He stalks these bayous each night, hoping to see my eyes shine. He calls out a ridiculous name that was never mine. Tonight I will shine my eyes at him. I have a request. Kill the shrimp-catching man who killed my children. Remove his head. Bring me his skull. Do this and you may again leash me like a dog. Yikes. That's cool. I mean, not the story, how they presented it. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay. Hello, Fisherful. You've trolled this bayou for many nights. Here I am, the one you're trying to find. My child hangs dead across the lake. Bring me the head of the shrimp-catching man, the one who captures the small ones. Peel the flesh from his skull. Do this, and I'll be your dog again. Where is it? Across the lake? Is there a way to... There we go. No, no, no. Oh, I'm sorry. It's been a long time I've seen anyone down this bayou. They all too frightened anymore. Biggest alligator ever to hunt this lake. She makes her den just across the way. She took my child from me. I buried him where I found him. Near where she stay, I visit that site daily, hoping I might catch her, but she know better than to show her face. We're one to cut out that big skull of hers. That'd be something worth bragging on. I'd be a roadside marvel, and there'd be money to make. I see that rifle you hold, and what do you say? I don't know what to do. Refuse. Suit yourself, carry on, stranger. Oh, my bad. Okay, calm down. Oh. Alligator hangs dead from a meat hook fastened to the limb of a cypress tree. I mean, why is your kid... I don't know how to go about this, but I suppose it's just a story, eh? Okay. Bring me the skull of the shrimp. Oh, well, that's all it's going to tell me to do. Okay. Well, you shouldn't have your child. Okay, so we have to do something. I'm not killing the gator. And people suck, so... Change your mind. Oh! I don't want to capture her either. Maybe I should have brought him to her, but I don't know what to do. Doesn't matter. Here you go. You did my bidding, Fisher Fool, just like an obedient dog. Each day you held me captive, my patience drained. You'll not humiliate me again, consider this your last mistake. Yeah, I figured. There we go. Fair enough. All's fair. Haunted Bayou Ghost Tour, Fisherman's Blight. What's the most dangerous bayou? I relished the horror that struck the fisherfool's eyes. I first took one limb, but left him alive. I made him crawl like a dog before he died. Am I even snapping? Yeah. Well, interesting. French Quarter, here you go. Guy from the puppet show, guess he followed my food recommendation. Hey, this is pretty and tasty, thanks for the rec. I might get another one. Just wait for it, pal. Hope you know where to find a bathroom around here. Hey, thanks for sending some business my way. Oh, no problem, but we had a deal. Deal? You're supposed to show me the knock. Oh well, sorry, Rosie would be upset. Are you kidding? I sent you business, show me the knock, that was the deal. Okay, but I'll only show you once, so here, listen. Yes. Okay. You're kidding me. Okay, so let's do this. Knocks on the door, here's a subtle sound of its unlocking. There we go. Another kitty. Crouton. Wait, is that... This cat looks familiar. Mass-produced novelty voodoo dolls, tribal figurines clutter the display cases. Yes, yes, yes. Don't touch. Oh, hi, Rosie. The ball. Suppose you think you can come in here with your soft little hands and touch my magic ball. Don't work like that, love. Now I got to clean off the smudges. I see you've been eating French fries, greasy hands. Nasty. You must be one of them super duck people always come around here looking down at my cell phones. At these cell phones. Greasy hands, Timrel. App said I should come here. The app. Yes, ma'am. Something not right about you. You drughead. I'm sorry. Is this the right place? It's just... It is. Just calm down, love. You made it. Dallas will tell you what's what. Go talk to Dallas. I called him when I heard you trying to break into the place. Hell of a racket you were making. Jiggling on the handle like you couldn't get a hold of it. Now I see why. Dallas will be right out front. I don't got time to be babysitting you. Now I got to clean up all this. Stains all over my ball. You even checked your shoes when you came in? They're clean. Well, I know that's a lie. And one last thing. That gemstone you got hanging from your neck. That thing ain't real. I know. Trashy. Jeez. Plastic. Odd jumble of Mardi Gras beads and other trinket spills from the table. Dolls, t-shirts, boxes. Yeah, like every store has novelty t-shirts. Curious stuff. I guess we just leave? You then my contact. Guess you're Catherine. That's right. Rosie debriefed you. Was that a debriefing? I don't know if that's what I'd call it, but sure. She may kind of cast his gaze under the sky and back at Catherine. Never mind. Quack job should have a ticket with the information we need. No reason to stand around. Let's go. I'm ready. Me too. Check the app and let's get moving. Okay, so we got that. Receive orientation at... Only reason I ever come to the quarters for work. We met at the rendezvous point, so now what? Check your phone. Quack ought to have information we need. Okay. I don't know what it wants me to do. Man holding a skateboard scrolls on his phone. Beautiful night, huh? It's lovely. Been waiting for months for it. Come out here most evenings. No one bothers you around this time. Plus you see a different side of the place. What do you mean? Some people pass this building at night you never expect. You know the, what do they call themselves? Greg's, Gary's? Can't remember the name. No idea. Kids that squatted at the Promenade Mall. They're obsessed with Kinder John. Nope. They probably wouldn't mean much to you. But anyhow, I see them come in and out of the City Hall almost every night. Huh. I know it's them because like Buddy Bruce got wrapped in that stuff they make you wear goofy red polo shirts. Once you're full of Greg, Gary, whatever, you get to wear blue polo shirt. Sounds like a joke, and it is, but I don't think they realize that. It's the kind of stuff where I see around at night. What would they be doing here? Wish I had an idea. Okay. He sits. Good evening. Badge, please. Damn, I left it at the house. There are no council meetings scheduled for this evening. You'll need an employee ID. Badge to enter. There's a guy out front mentioned squatters and polo shirts coming in and out of the building at night. I don't get paid to answer questions. Well, it doesn't give me much, so I guess we'll get a ride? I don't know what it... Oh, is that what it was? Because it said to go to Eagle Wholesale? Yep. Receive orientation at Eagle Janitorial, paper supplies, and Fat City. Okay. Opened. Hey! Oh my. I don't know. Yeah, because I remember this, but Catherine. You made it. Okay. So that's Act 1, I take it. That's crazy. Act 2, Refinery Eyes. Okay. Oh, it's not going to let me save. Oops. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go ahead and save. Yes, okay. So we will leave off here for the first episode, and hang on. Yeah, so we'll leave off here for the first episode. I didn't realize Act 1 was that quick. So we will leave this episode off here. And then I will come back and play through another one. I think there's 3 acts in the game. I think the game's about 6 hours long if you're just going by storyline. So, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I don't know if I'm going to break it up into acts because I don't want 2-hour episodes. We'll kind of see. It might break it up into acts. These might just be long episodes. So in the meantime, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to chomp down on the like button if you did like it. Leave a comment down below with any other game suggestions or video ideas that you'd like to see from me. Share this channel with your friends and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already to see other videos that I've done. I will see you all in the next one.